Somebody call a doctor because bad medicine is back. That's the Appleton Oak. I'm Mason Quinn. Folks, today we got a special treat. We are taking a look at Loki. This is going to be a brand new franchise for the both of us. And we're starting it off with episode 1, of course. Now, we did do a little bit of research just to see where this falls in the grand Marvel time frame of everything. And
it was confusing.
It was a little confusing. Diamond Dave helped us out, reminded us of it's the scene where Robert Downey, they drop the Tesseract and Loki grabs it, and that's where we're going to be picking up. So that was helpful because the Marvel universe can certainly get confusing.
Yeah, I did a little bit of research, of course, avoiding all spoilers. Just basically Googled where does Loki fall in on the timeline, and everybody's like, well, it's complicated. I'm like, great. We've put it out there before. Mason Quinn and I are casual Marvel fans, so we're coming in more to enjoy the content and the action, the laughs and things like that, and not get too critical as far as timelines, how it matches up to the comics and things of that nature. We're really just here to enjoy this.
Yep. So with that being said, let's go.
What do you think? Maximum occupancy has been reached.
Take the steps.
Yes. Stop.
Well, they're being nice to us and giving us a nice little refresher here.
Good job. Meet me in the alley. I'm going to grab a quick slice.
Hulk.
Where's Loki? Loki?
Oh, nice. That was a nice intro. I like that. It was kind of good seeing everybody again.
I do remember that part very, very well.
And I am burdened with glorious purpose.
Oh, no. They could track him?
I sure as heck can, apparently.
Now get out of my way.
Oh!
She got him good. Nice
lips.
grab there with the face. Oh, what?
Oh.
You're now moving at
Crazy.
1/16 speed, but feeling all that pain in real time.
That's wild.
Reset the timeline.
Okay, now things are making sense a little bit.
Not exactly where he left from, is it?
No.
Hello, ma'am.
Log this as evidence.
It's the Tesseract. Be very careful with it.
Sounds dumb.
Know this.
Look at that button.
What is that thing?
Guardian leather.
Uh-oh. Not crazy about that. Oh!
Oops, there goes your leather.
Please sign to verify this is everything you've ever said.
What?
Sign this too.
Oh, this is absurd.
The old dot matrix printer.
And this.
Still use printers like that at airports. It blows my mind. Like you're sitting there about and ready to get on a plane and they're printing these things off. Drop a comment below if you know why they use those at airports.
Oh, I thought he's going to have to sign all of them.
Do a lot of people not know if they're robots?
Thank you for your confirmation. Please move through.
What if I was a robot and I didn't know it?
The machine would melt you from the inside up.
What's that?
Your temporal aura.
What's that?
Please, through the door.
It's like the DMV.
Take A.
I'm Miss Minutes, and it's my job to catch you up before you stand trial. Now, the timekeepers protect and preserve the proper flow of time for everyone and everything. Now that your actions have left you without a place on the timeline, you must stand trial for your offenses. So sit tight and we'll get you in front of a judge in no time.
Looks a lot like the Jetsons.
Very much.
A lot like the Jetsons.
Yeah, I like the old animation. I like how they're kind of spoon feeding us the info here.
What are you raising your voice with me, Buckethead?
Whoa! Vaporized him.
Thanks for visiting the TVA. Don't hesitate to let us know how we're doing.
Definitely has a different feel than what Wanda or Captain and the Winter Soldier had. I like how they're all very different.
The Hunter and his Minutemen responded to a routine Nexus event. It appears that when they arrived...
Hey!
You think?
I thought they just said 1549.
Yeah.
That's what I don't get. There's no way this is the year 1549.
Well, if these are the travelers.
Oh.
Tu sais qui a fait ça?
Oh.
You, back where you belong.
Did you see the teeth?
Yeah.
C'est bleu là. C'est quoi?
What?
Devil-bearing gifts.
What they did was supposed to happen. You escaping was not.
Not supposed to happen, according to whom?
The timekeepers dictate the proper flow of time according to their dictations. How do you plead?
Guilty of this.
If you're thinking what I think you're thinking, it's a bad idea. Anything goes sideways, it's on you.
Like I'm always looking up to you. I like it. It's appropriate.
He's the same guy in every
Yeah,
movie.
it doesn't even change remotely.
It is, and unfortunately, so is all the paperwork. Good tinder for your fire, though. Come on.
This place is a nightmare.
That's another department. Now, that department I'll help you burn down.
Okay.
I'm Agent Mobius, by the way. How long have you been here? That's hard to say. You know, time passes differently here in the TVA.
What does that mean?
You'll catch up.
For the record, this really does feel like a killing me kind of...
You never needed to. You've always lived within your set path.
I live within whatever path I choose.
Sure you do.
Sure you do.
Let's get into this.
It just resets you. It's like a preset in 3 seconds.
Yeah.
Press twice for
Rewind.
6 seconds. Press 3 times for 9 seconds.
The timekeepers have built quite the circus. And I see the clowns are playing their parts to perfection.
Big metaphor guy. I love it. Makes you sound super smart. Funny, for someone born to rule, you sure do lose a lot.
See you again someday.
Brother, Heimdall,
You better be ready.
Loki was D.B. Cooper.
It's a fascinating story to look into.
It really, really is.
Oh.
I can't believe you were D.B. Cooper.
Lost a bet to Thor. Where was the TVA when I was meddling with these affairs of men?
So D.B. Cooper just vanished into a different realm.
You enjoy hurting people.
I don't believe
Do you enjoy killing?
I'll kill you.
What, like you did your mother?
Oh.
Can't really fight back.
No.
What is this place?
Yeah, they can't keep him. Don't they need him to go out and fill his density?
What are you doing?
My job. Is it yours to interrupt?
We have a situation.
Always a situation. Don't go anywhere.
Just getting good. Spirited.
Spirited. That's a lovely adjective. Spirited.
These two are really good together, playing off one another.
That variant is a mistake.
No, that's your position.
He should
I
be
take
reset.
the opposite. You think everyone should be reset. I'm getting good stuff
We
in
just
there.
lost another unit.
Okay, Loki, I think we can finish up tomorrow and just pick it up.
Uh-oh. That's not good.
Oh, he picked his pocket.
Scamp.
prune on site.
No pruning, no resetting.
Pruning.
You can still help us.
Like pruning a tree and the limbs.
You know, you have the timeline prune,
Yeah.
maybe clip them out of it.
Makes sense.
Hey, I know you. You're that criminal with the blue box. I want to know exactly what I'm being threatened with before I comply.
Death, Casey. Violent, painful death.
Yeah. Okay, I comply.
I like to know what I'm being threatened with before I comply.
He just keeps it in a desk.
What?
No way.
Infinity Stones?
No.
Just sitting there in his Casey's desk?
I have these.
Oh, we actually got a lot of those. Yeah, some of the guys use them as paperweights.
They can't be like the Infinity Stones.
Well,
What?
Maybe from different timelines. That's the time stone, isn't it?
I don't know what
I think
all the
that's what the
different
green
color
one
stones.
was.
Oh yeah, it was the time stone because they did that in the. Green is the time stone. 98.7% sure.
Are you a robot? Are you doubting yourself?
So he's just goes to the evidence locker and grabs the Tesseract. Nobody else in the office is
Is the greatest power in the universe?
saying anything.
Look at that.
You almost hit me. It's so messed up.
Casey's got the ink bleeding through his
Not
shirt from his
forgive you.
pens.
Oh, does he get to pan and fast forward and see
Oh,
what happens
yeah,
later?
Maybe he can see what happens here.
I love you, my sons. Remember this place. Home.
Okay, I thought the world of you. I thought we were going to fight side by side forever.
Oh, he doesn't know about any of that. He sees his own deletion. That is crazy.
Wait, he wouldn't come back after the blip? Or was this before the...
Well, he got taken out. Not because of the snap, but because of Thanos.
Oh, yeah. Never mind. He wasn't taken out because of
Glorious
the blips. Thanos took him out.
Oh, look at that.
And this guy kept saying he was going to turn me into a fish.
Turn me into a fish.
Go up and just prune my card, so there was nothing I could.
Oh, what's she doing there? Maybe.
He didn't look like he really got away.
No, same room.
I don't enjoy hurting people. I do it because I have to, because I've had to.
That's not how I see it. You try to use that?
Oh, several times. Even an infinity stone is useless here. TVA is formidable.
That's been my experience. For you, salvation. But maybe I can offer you something better. Fugitive variant's been killing our Minutemen. The variant we're hunting is you.
Oh.
I beg your pardon?
What?
All right. The Old West.
Time signature is early 3rd millennium. Definitely anachronistic.
Think some jackass found himself a time machine, came back here to get rich.
Should we fan out and look for him, sir?
Oh, that's interesting.
Check it out.
Oh, that's what the oil was. Whoa, and they couldn't even set the charge. Is that going to be Loki? Oh, they're not going to show us. How much did Tom Hiddleston look like James Bond when he was DB Cooper on that plane, though?
It would have fit. It took me a second. You know, I'm like, wait a minute, the plane?
Once I saw the glasses.
Yeah.
All right. That was a fun little ride. You know, it was the Avengers series, you know, the last kind of bit of the trilogy. It's I remember some key points from it, but it isn't like it's fresh in my mind. But I really like where they're going with this. You know, I kind of said earlier that the two earlier Marvel standalone shows that we watched, WandaVision and Captain America and the Winter Soldier, they had a very different feel between each of them, and this one's no different. This one feels very different. I love Tom Hiddleston. I've watched him in The Night Manager. It's a fantastic show. I highly recommend it. But he is excellent as Loki, and just the way he has his aura about him when he walks into a room and the way he talks. I absolutely love it. Huge fan. But I think him and Owen Wilson are going to have a lot of fun here on this series. And what a trip for him to see what Thanos eventually does to him, because, you know, again, where we are in the Marvel timeline, they're in kind of the first, I believe it's the first like Avengers type movie where they're just battling Loki in New York. So for him to go ahead and see that, I mean, does he, you know, he obviously doesn't even know who Thanos is yet. And this is going to be a wild ride. And now we found out that the variant that Owen Wilson, Mobius. I was thinking Morbius, the Jared Leto
Mobius.
But yeah, that's who they're going after, is another version of Loki from another timeline. And I feel like we've done a number of movies recently dealing with timelines and multiverses, and it gets to be a little confusing sometimes, but they did an excellent job of kind of painting the picture for us, leading us on a path that's very easy to understand, and brought us up to speed really quickly. So I definitely appreciated that.
Yeah, Tom Hiddleston does such a great job. He's like, Loki is, you know, the character that you love to hate, right? Like, he's the bad guy, but you appreciate him. You like his sense of humor, his cockiness, his wit, and he's, you know, for being a bad guy, we'll just call it that. He's pretty easy to like. I really like Owen Wilson's character. It feels, I don't know if it's gonna make the cut. It feels like he just plays essentially the same guy in every movie. I mean, if you take Kevin from Meet the Parents and put him in here, it's like it's the same. It's the same Owen Wilson in every film. But he's so much fun. It's like, why change it? You know. But this was an interesting episode. It's interesting in that it wasn't like, you know, some sort of backstory, at least not in this first episode. I feel like so often, you know, they're trying to lay groundwork and stuff like that. And obviously it's groundwork for this story, but it's kind of just picking up where, you know, where
a side story,
kind of in the middle of where we were already at with this whole, you know, Avengers and Marvel universe. The time travel stuff is always interesting, and as Mason Quinn had said, it feels like we've been watching a lot of like time travel type stuff lately, so that can be difficult to keep up on. I liked that it was interesting that they had the one like universe, right? Like, so they give you the concept of the multiverse, but the timekeepers, they made it all just one. If you go off just once, then it can
spiderweb
and spiderweb.
Bowl
so
spaghetti.
Yeah, so that's interesting. You know, it's interesting that they're showing him going back in time, the 1500s, and I think that was King George. Did I hear that correct? That they took out, and then the 1800s in Oklahoma. You know, they're talking about you know, discovering oil and becoming wealthy, things like that. But who knows? I have the feeling that Loki wouldn't go to the 1800s to try to become wealthy from oil. But very interesting, nevertheless, with time travel And you know, it's only 6 episodes here. I feel like we got a lot in this first one. It doesn't feel like its own complete story. I think there's been a handful of things that we've watched lately, certain shows, where we've, you know, kind of agreed that, man, each episode felt like its own kind of movie.
Yeah.
And this didn't get that vibe. This single episode isn't telling a story. This is like
It's the appetizer.
This very much felt like the beginning, and I'm excited to see where this goes. So we'll pick up with the next one.
Absolutely. Well, guys, I got a feeling this one's going to be a lot of fun for all of us. So for the Appleton Oak, I'm Mason Quinn. This has been Bad Medicine. That was Loki, and we're going to see you right back here for the next one.